This is the fourth video in our learning series about essay writing. Before you begin, please make sure that you have your essay writing notes organizer open and ready. And then throughout each video, please be sure to pause to fill in your notes organizer as necessary. So in this video, we're going to be talking about thesis fallacies, which are when we break the rules of writing a thesis statement. The next few slides go over the do's and do nots of thesis writing. So when we're talking about thesis fallacy, we want to make sure that we're not breaking any of these rules. So one of the first rules is that the thesis is not a fact or observation. So for example, animals are harmed during testing. Remember in previous videos, we've talked about how the thesis is the map of our essay. We want to have a purpose in there. So if we look at animals are harmed during testing, we don't really know what you're doing with this topic. That's just a fact that happens. So we are missing the purpose. The next fallacy is we want to make sure that the thesis is not too narrow or too broad. Remember that all body paragraphs need to relate back to our thesis and need to state the main idea of the essay. So it needs to be clear and concise. The thesis is not a generalization. So for example, men take all the good jobs and get paid more. That would be a generalization. You're putting something on an entire population. Additionally, we're not following our formula. So if we revise this thesis statement to follow our formula, we have our topic. In many job markets, men are still earning a significant amount more than women due to the unfair treatment, harassment, and gender roles. Therefore, employers and government must do more to narrow this gap. So again, you can see my topic, purpose, and support. And now I have a stance on the topic. I have a map for my reader. We want to have those things in a thesis statement. A few more thesis fallacies is it's not an exaggeration. We don't want to be kind of blanket stating things. We want to be concise to our topic. We want to make sure it's not a question. Remember that our thesis is our map. So should governments do more to combat climate change? This does not help your reader understand the purpose of the essay. So you want to make sure that you're making a statement, not a question. And then lastly, the thesis is not written in first person unless your prompt directs you to. If you're writing some kind of personal narrative, personal experience, personal scholarship essay, then I would be acceptable. But in most of our academic writing, we want to be in formal third person. So no I's, no I believe, I think. We don't want that in our thesis statement. We've got to remember to use our formula and always make sure that we're following that. So topic, purpose, and support. And then again, here's just one more example thesis statement of using the formula just for your notes and for you to have.